I just want to get your opinion, Lisa, about watching David Warner sitting there, not even in the dugout, waving a flag. And it's just, I don't know. There's just something about that just stinks.
Yeah, it's actually really heartbreaking when you think of the fact that David Warner has produced so much for that franchise, has led them to so many finals, obviously a title victory, 2016. I don't know what's gone on behind, but it has to be massive for them to be treating him like this, because it doesn't sit well with me, regardless of potentially what he's done. And I don't know what's going on. So, but I hate it. To be honest, I hate it.
Harsha, we've seen enough senior players. We've seen enough senior players dropped. They're sitting in the dugout. They're part of the setup. This almost seems like it's the family member that you're estranged from, who's just, you sit in the outside room, right? He's not even, you can tell that he's not even part of team meetings anymore. I think you've probably left the WhatsApp group as well.
Yeah.
No, it's like you invite that cousin who's really not part of the family, but there's a wedding in the family, so you've got to invite that person, and that person comes in, but is sitting all by himself on a chair somewhere, It's a bit like that. I agree completely with Lisa, because it has to be something that's happened off the field, because if it is something that's happened on the field, he's far, far too good. In my book, the finest opening batsman that's played this tournament. In the history of the tournament, the finest opening batsman, year upon year, 700, 800, 600 runs. You give a player of that quality a chance to come back and win you a game. If you're not doing that, then we don't know what's happened. Because Trevor Bayliss is a very good coach. Tom Moody's done fantastic for that franchise over the years. They're not idiots. They're not going to say, no, you go away. I mean, if we can see it, they see it even better. So there must have something something has happened. We don't know what that is, but you don't. I mean, a player like David Warner, you just pick him back. So unless he has become what do the English call unselectable?
Unselectable. We've heard that from England. Yes.
Yeah. So with something like that.
Yeah.
But what does it mean for Australia? I mean, can you imagine Australia's number one opening batsman is going without a hit in the tournament?
Yeah, not the ideal preparation, is it? So
I'm surprised.
Those practice matches are going to be crucial.
Yeah, I'm surprised that. I mean, I don't know if the rest of the Australia squad is already in. I'm guessing they'd be around there now with all the quarantine.
I think they leave tomorrow. Actually,
I'd be really surprised. What is it? They have one game left, right? Yeah, they have one game left.
Two.
Yeah, I mean, after tomorrow, they have one game left on the 8th.
Yeah, correct. Against Mumbai.
So they have one game left on the 8th. I'm wagering that you're not going to see him on the sidelines and that. You're not going to see him in the stands there. He's going to join the Aussie squad, I think, from the moment they land. And I think that would only be right for a player.
But they'll be in quarantine, Gaurav, for 6 days. So he won't be around them. You know what I would like? Almost, I get a sense that they're not going to keep him for next IPL, so let him play the last game, and because how many Hyderabad fans have they lost because of how they've treated him? I don't know. I actually don't know the answer. So I think
correct.
Yeah. A
farewell.
farewell.
Little note of caution. I think we need to be. This is all conjecture from our side. We're looking at it from the outside. We don't know what's the situation on the inside, because, as I said, these are two very good coaches. If they're not picking him, there must be a very strong reason for not picking David Warner. So we don't know what has happened, but I would very much like, because he has been the talisman for that franchise. They call him, they've given him nicknames, he's made friends over there, he grooves to Telugu music. I mean, that's not connected with Warner the batsman, but it just shows how much they've accepted Warner the person. He said that soon after the sandpaper gate and all that, and he said, I found another home in Hyderabad, and I'm grateful to them. They allowed me to come back in, find my feet. So everything right. So I don't know what's happened, but it'll be nice if they're not going to retain him. Say, here's Warner saying thank you to the franchise, because he's been outstanding for them.